So I'm here trying to shop and Rachel comes over. She's got a giant knot.
I do.
What even knot?
Gosh, everything you're doing is causing goosebumps.
You have goosebumps?
Not in a good way.
Oh, do you want me to stop?
No, I need you to get this knot out.
You better not mention that again.
Oh, no.
Is that better?
It's not better.
Okay.
You need to work on that some more when you're done.
We have a sponsor for today's video. I am dropping before I'm shopping. If you guys have been around for a while, you know that Drop has sponsored a couple of our videos, so huge thank you to Drop for supporting our family. Gosh, we first started using the app probably about 6 months ago. I think we saw another family, Iris says, hello, talk about it, and it just makes perfect sense. You just drop before you shop. So it's a nifty little app. You get it at the App Store. So download the app from the link below and be sure to link your debit or credit card when you sign up, because for the next 7 days, Drop is giving all of our subscribers 10,000 points when you sign up for the app with code Brad Rach. Use the App Store or Google Play. It's pretty cool. So literally, if you're thinking about purchasing anything, you just open the Drop app on your cell phone and say you're buying something for the RV or you want to get a new computer. You can even do like travel, like Expedia, or beauty products from Sephora or Apple computer. So say you want to get a new computer. So you find Apple, and then like right now you earn 15 points per $1 spent. So if you're gonna buy a laptop, that's a lot of points. It's neat because you get these reward points and you can redeem them at places like Starbucks or Amazon. So you click on Apple, you hit the shop now, and then you just shop like you normally would on their website, purchase through the app, and you get the rewards points. Not only can you get them at stores, but now they have surveys that you can take to earn rewards, or even playing video games like an arcade. It's pretty cool. Another thing that's great about Drop is your ability to stack or double dip on your credit card rewards. All you do is go to the shop page of the app and look under the stacked deals section, and you can take advantage of these discounts, and you earn Drop points on top of it. So again, click on the link below in our description box, use code Brad Rach, be sure to link your debit or credit card, and get shopping. Don't forget, do it within the next week, and our subscribers are getting 10,000 points when you sign up. Thanks again, Drop, for sponsoring today's video.
Okay, so we are packing up right now, and we are getting ready to leave for our first trip with the kids in the RV. I'm gonna set you guys right here so I have two hands. I'm making waters for the kids. This is the first time we've done anything like this, and as a person with something called generalized anxiety disorder, I feel like half of the people watching this are like, oh my gosh, she's talking about anxiety again. But I strongly believe that it helps other people feel less alone when they know that they're not the only one suffering with like these feelings. So doing things like this are really a test of your mental capacity, your mental health. Just doing things that are really, really different from your normal routine are can be very stressful. And I'm trying very, very hard right now to just remember that if I stress, it's not gonna affect the outcome in a positive way of what happens today. So what happens today is gonna happen regardless of whether or not I freak out about it. And obviously that's easy to say, but it is difficult to express to somebody who does not have anxiety what this feels like. And I want to be very clear that I am so excited for this chapter of our lives where we're going to be traveling a lot and exploring and hiking and spending time outdoors. I really think that by temporarily complicating our lives, by purchasing a rig and a truck, selling our van, in the long run, we're simplifying our lives. Same thing when I had like that weird mental breakdown at the beginning of the year where I'm like, we need to get rid of all the clutter in our house and go more minimal. And then I don't know. So like, I feel like kind of the same thing. In the beginning, it was a lot of stuff and I was going through a lot of stuff and organizing and sorting and purging. And then in the long run, it's less stuff to manage. So, and to some of you, you're like, you're a total hypocrite because you've still been purchasing things even though in the beginning of the year you said you were going more minimal. I've been very particular about where I'm purchasing from and what I'm purchasing. So again, that's a really long way of saying, if you have anxiety, I see you and I get you and you're not alone. And things like this, even though you know they will be good for you in the long run, are very stressful when you just are trying to get the ball rolling and get started. So I was talking to Brad earlier and I was telling him like how I felt about this weekend. And even though up until this moment, up until this day even, I've been ridiculously excited about this whole thing, like thinking about it today was almost paralyzing me. Just like thinking of all the things that we had to do to get going. I do not want to sound like I'm complaining about this because that could not be further from the truth. This is something we wanted as a family and it will be good for our family and I'm so excited about the memories we're gonna make. But getting over the hump of the first trip for somebody who has anxiety is difficult. So not saying this so that you'll feel bad for me. I'm only saying this so that people who experience the same thing can relate, I guess. I feel like no matter what I say, it's gonna be taken the wrong way anymore. But anyway, I just wanted to get that out and I really hope that that made sense. Also, I really loved my new frames. Speaking of minimal, how many frames do I own? I am an eye doctor though.
Mama and Buck.
Mama and Buck?
Yeah, Bubba's staying here. He's riding his motorcycle. Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of motorcycles on the outside.
Bud, are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited too. Go up, huh?
Good. Did you know that we've been to Branson before?
We've been once when we were babies.
Exactly.
When we were little babies.
That's right.
When Bill was a baby, and you were a baby too.
Me?
Yeah.
I wasn't a baby. You were a baby.
And Bill was a baby too.
That's right.
Hey, Dad. I can walk, I can.
Good. Okay.
I can walk in these ones.
We are on the road.
Yes, we are.
So I think it was the right thing to do to wait till after Eloise's nap, because if we would have left before her nap, we were just rushing. Couldn't really take a break, make sure everything was good to go, just kind of take our time. So
Right.
it ended up being perfect. Well, for now, we'll see how Eloise is in about an hour in her car seat.
Did you talk about that at all?
No.
Oh, okay. Plan A was to leave when we left, after Eloise's second nap of the day. Plan B, we thought of as, at the last minute, we thought maybe we have...
Well, I thought about it all day, but I didn't text you. Like, I was gonna text you like 3 times today and be like, should we leave before Eloise nap time and then she'll just nap in the car?
Right.
But then I knew we'd be rushing, and it's never a good idea to rush.
Exactly. We were about to break our own rule of not being in a hurry, but we thought maybe if we got on the road before her nap, then a half hour or close to an hour of our drive time would be taken up for her by sleeping, which would have been great because she tends to get kind of bored in her car seat. And then we were just not even close to leaving and she was ready to go down for a nap. So we just put her down, finished loading leisurely. Oh, they have mums and pumpkins over there.
Squirrel!
Mums and pumpkins catch my attention every time. 10 out of 10 times if I see a mum, I'm gonna look at it. So anyway, we are now on the road. It's 5:15.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the site at dark again.
Yeah. Luckily this time though, the roads to get there are legit highway the whole way.
It's all interstate the whole way.
Right.
And we know the RV park that we're going to is large, and we know for sure our site is a pull-through site, so it's not gonna be like last time. But speaking of that, so today was actually, we released the vlog where we ended up backing into our spot at the RV park that we went to last weekend. And it was funny because it's almost like watching game film as an athlete, because it's like the whole time, like, so I didn't unhook the chains like before I raised up the tongue. And so like watching the video, it's like so obvious. It's like, you know, what the heck were you thinking? So yeah, it's really like studying film, like an athlete would do.
Right.
It's funny.
It is funny. It's also, so I usually, or I've tried not to read comments lately just because it's not good for my mental health. But I've been reading comments on these vlogs because there's so much like golden advice for RVing.
Right.
Have or you probably haven't been looking at.
No, yeah, I have.
Yeah, there's some really great advice about just hacks and things that will help. Somebody did mention using driver's side, passenger side instead of right and left, which we watched another video that said that too. That makes perfect sense. So if you guys are seasoned RVers and you see us doing anything stupid, just let us know. I did see somebody like mad at me because I kept asking you questions. I guess I want to learn this process as well as you know it.
Well, and someone was like, why did you arrive after dark?
We just are nocturnal people.
Yeah. We prefer not to be able to see.
It was so dark. Oh my gosh, it was so dark. We also didn't realize, like, well, maybe you realized it, but I didn't really think about how whatever the drive time of the GPS is, you have to add on.
You had, I think, 45 minutes for every 3 hours.
So that does add on, and we had about a 3-hour drive, so it ended up being almost 4 hours, which is something I didn't really anticipate. The GPS said we would be there at 7:25. I thought we'd be there at 7:25, and we were not. So it makes sense now, but yeah, just stuff that we will learn as we go, but I want to be part of the process. I want to understand. The thing, my perspective is, I want to understand why we're doing what we're doing, because then that's going to help me remember to do that in the future. If we take the chains off, because otherwise we'll lift up the entire back of the truck, I want to know how to do that and why we're doing that, because it'll just make me more valuable when we pull up too. Instead of saying, what do I do, I'll be able to just do it.
Right.
Do you think I'm a super annoying travel partner?
No. No, I don't.
Okay, that's good, because I annoy myself sometimes. I was super duper excited on that last trip too. It was our main voyage.
I'm a lot less nervous this time.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You seem more relaxed.
I'm a lot more relaxed.
My headphones.
I know, your headphones are...
The only wild card is these folks in the back.
Absolutely. Okay. Hey, Bear. I'm not sure what to tell you about the headphones because...
I'm gonna shut that off.
Well, hi. Did you know I was up here? I love this mirror because it looks like a funhouse mirror at the top. It's like stretching out her head and her eyes. Hi, pretty girl. Are you watching The Grinch? Cool. Enjoy. Hi, cutie.
Did you know that diesels need exhaust fluid?
That sounds fake, like blinker fluid.
Yeah, right. That has something to do with the emissions.
Oh.
Anyway, we just ran out. Before we started, so I bought something that's in the back of the truck. Before we started our trip, it said 130 miles.
How did you know to buy some?
Just talking to your dad about exhaust fluid.
That's seriously, when you had that conversation with him, were you like, you're not serious?
No, I asked him about it. Because I saw it.
He wasn't like, hey Brad, now that you have a diesel, you're gonna need to go buy you some exhaust fluid.
No. No, I asked him about it because I saw it as a setting. And
cool.
So about 70 miles ago, it said we had 140 miles, but maybe you use twice as much exhaust fluid when you're pulling a
possibly
jumbo trailer like we
right.
have.
So now it's saying
exhaust fluid empty, refill now.
But also
399 miles until 65 mile per hour max speed. So it limits your speed after a certain amount, but we only have what, an hour left?
Yeah. Thank the maker.
So like 60 miles.
Eloise has not been enjoying this car ride. So it's just one of those times as a mom that is really difficult when your baby's in the back. This is just horrible lighting. When your baby's in the back crying and there's just nothing you can do about it, that really gets my heart pumping. I don't like it. I don't like my baby being back there crying and I can't fix it for them. But there are just situations where a baby has to cry and there's nothing you can do about it. And so I ended up putting Cocomelon on my phone and she's holding it. I'm just waiting for her to like push something that makes the video stop playing. But for now it's working. So much for no screen time before age 2. She's almost 2.
Yeah.
We're there, dude.
3 minutes.
Oh my goodness,
Your teeth are floating?
Yes. I haven't been this close to peeing my pants in a really long time. It's been a really long time, which is a good thing. Because it's not a fun feeling. I don't know if you guys have ever had an ultrasound where they made you fill your bladder first. It's probably been since the transfer. Oh my gosh, that was a test of my will to live. I don't know. It was filling up my bladder as much as they told me to and then having to wait. Oh my gosh. There's a train bear.
What?
Yeah, it's not a fun feeling. I feel like the recommendations they give you before an ultrasound for how much to drink so that you have a full bladder is beyond the capacity of my bladder.
Yeah, most people probably stop.
Yeah, probably. That would be smart. So we're at the Branson landing. This is where Berend Lyndle saw Santa for the first time. Santa. They saw him at that Bass Pro right there. And right as we got in line, Santa took a break. And we stood in line for like an hour and a half. It felt like anyway. And the twins they were what, 10 months old, 11 months old?
Probably Eloise's age. Yeah.
Eloise's age, and they were ready for dinner and they were done.